Okay, guys, I think this one actually works now. Just going to take a look. Go to my channel. All right, that sounds good. So, I want to talk about O.J. Simpson really quickly. O.J. died yesterday. He was a 6 of diamonds, 8 of clubs, and a 10 of diamonds. Okay. So, what's interesting about the 6 of diamonds is these people are really great competitors. They're really here, like, sixes are here to bring alignment, and when it has to do with diamonds, it's either physical alignment or alignment of values or money, like aligning money, being good with money, paying back money. So when like we look at the sixes, like their physical bodies are like straight up and down, like 2 train tracks, 2 pillars of physical energy, physical strength, fortitude. They might make really good accountants. So, with any 6, there's karma, there's responsibility, judgment. They're really here to like mirror something back to us and to give us that like unconditional love to help us balance ourselves, and balance the scale is really for everyone. So the key issue with any 6 is going to be responsibility. One side of the 6 is they come here learning, needing to take responsibility. Or the other side of the 6 is that they don't take it and they become a victim, they blame others. But these people are great competitors, they are made to fight, and they're really revengeful. And why are they so revengeful? Because they're a 6, because they're karmic, because they want to pay back. And they'll wait a long time to do that. Like the 6s can get into a rut and they can kind of just be stagnant for a while. So a lot of times, like if you see specifically like the 6 of clubs or the 6 of spades show up in your yearly cards, it's going to be like a special life purpose year for you. You could find your life purpose with the 6 of clubs showing up like as a displacement or the long range. With the 6 of diamonds, I haven't seen that so much, but the 6 is a messenger. They're a messenger of values. So you have the 6 of diamonds in OJ. If you take a look at their karma cards, the 6 of diamonds has a karma card of the 9 of clubs. And what happens with the 9 of clubs? So remember, 9s like can go really low in the expression, they can go really high in the expression. And for the clubs, that's like really negative thinking, depressive thinking, can't let go of thoughts, can't let go of attachment to ideas. Or they could be super high and they could be like these amazing like universal knowledge teachers that share their knowledge and give for the good of the world, right? So there's like some serious you have like some Scorpio energy around them with their 9s. They also have an Ace of Hearts in their lifetime Saturn. Take a look at his lifetime Saturn here. That's going to be difficult for anyone. That's going to be a challenge with self-love. Being alone. You could see how someone like that could take offense or want to go off and have go and kill someone because they're really angry alone. They can't let go of their negative thoughts with the 9 of clubs. So they're really here to like learn self-love for themselves and how to be happy, how to fill up their own cup of love. Let's see. 8 of clubs. The 8 of clubs in this life is going to be a card that has a ton of mental power, infinite mental power. They can manipulate you with their minds. They're very fixed in their mind, but they're really here to like weave together knowledge that helps to build a community. It doesn't have any karma cards because it is a fixed card, so it has its own karma as its card has its own card as its karma. The 8 of clubs. This makes these people like really fixed, stubborn, arrogant, because they are so smart in a way that it's hard to talk them down, from an idea. They have pretty good cards in this life if you look, like even numbers, 6 of diamonds, 4 of spades, 10 of hearts, 10 of diamonds, 8 of spades. Who wouldn't really love those cards, right? Those are good cards, so they have a good life path. But the fixed quality of the 8, oh, sorry, there goes my market. Market just closed. I day trade futures in the morning, by the way. It matches up with like everything spiritual. I use Fibonacci retracements and stuff, and for whatever reason, it like is amazing and it works for me. So let's see. Their fixed nature really hurts them. It really makes things hard for them. But yeah, I mean, it's a really good card. So, and then you look at his decadent ruler card, the 10 of diamonds. What do we know about the 10 of diamonds? They love to be in the middle of everything. They love to be the center of attention. When you look at the Grand Solar spread, 10 of diamonds is right in the middle of the spread. It's a Jupiter card of the deck. It's a very blessed card. It's the me card. These people, they love to be in the limelight, whether it's good or bad, and they're used to it. 10 of diamonds, I always say, like, they walk into a room and because they're shining like 10 diamonds, like 10 spotlights. But they're also like me because, look, they have in their Venus, Ace of Hearts in Venus, Ace of Diamonds in Mars, which is already an Aries card anyway. So you have like this kind of aggressive ace energy, which is a single, which is I love, I want, I am type of energy. So they want to be in the center of it all, and they're used to being the center of it all. And OJ was a football player in his early days. He was in some movies acting after that or during that, commercials. And then he was in the spotlight when he was in the courtroom too. So it was like pay-per-view TV type of ratings, I mean, center of attention, good or bad. But in general, they have like a pretty blessed life. The 10 of diamonds' big goal is like big issue is that they're here to they can receive blessings from everyone around them, and they just have to be open to doing that. They have to accept stuff like payments when people want to pay them for stuff. They have to accept the things that are being given to them. They have a 5 of hearts in Saturn. Do they? I think in the vertical. Yeah, 5 of hearts, Saturn, lifetime. Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, which is going to give them like some problems with relationships. Could be a divorce, obviously, in their lifetime. But really, pretty blessed card. The whole goal for them is they just have to like acknowledge that they're blessed and write down what they're thankful for, that type of stuff. So let's go to his yearly period. Actually, let's go to his 7-year. Start out big from the macro and then zoom out. Today, let me make sure I have the right spreads here. Okay. He was in a Neptune year. Neptune years are pretty much finishing up our 7-year spread. And that's when you really tend to look at like the Pluto and the results. Pluto result. He actually had pretty good Neptune cards here. I mean, 4 of diamonds, 4 of spades. That would be, satisfaction in finances or his physical body, satisfaction at home. 4 of hearts underneath it. Again, like, those are cards that just indicate, like, protection. 4s are protection. 4s are strong. So maybe for him, leaving this year was a satisfactory ending. I do want to point out he had a 7 of spades as a result here with a 5 of hearts underneath it. So, when you have a 7 of spades as a result, there's going to be some illness that is a challenge for you for the year. 7 of spades is health karma. It's the accident card of the deck. And I know he had cancer. It wasn't really an accident. that he died. But you know, you would, if you were looking at this 5 years ago, you would look, well, my seven of spades is a result card. I got to be pretty careful. Underneath his queen of spades, he had a two of spades, six of spades. So two of spades has a health karma of the six of spades as its first karma. So you had like some like health stuff here, right? Nothing like crazy, but here's the first seven of spades. Here's the second seven of spades. Really, this is probably the first one, and this is the second one. But the seven of spades is a long range, so you knew that like there were going to be health issues during this entire period he's going to be dealing with, and the long range is kind of like your goal, or it's just something that's like an overarching principle that's with you this entire time, that you're going to feel that energy. And I mean, yeah, when you get the seven of spades, it tells you have to slow down, pivot your lifestyle. It's health issues. You have to have faith. You can like, to get the best benefits of this seven of spades, you need to make it spiritual. You have to turn inwards. You have to try to enlighten yourself with a higher form of consciousness. Because physically, you're not going to like win out against this card. Excuse me. So you have to turn inwards. You have to take an approach of like non-attachment to outcomes in the physical form. And that's something that he probably was dealing with. Like when you're sick and you have cancer and all that stuff, you're going to be limited, right? And you have to find a way to kind of pivot your lifestyle. So decadent ruler, I wanted to say real quick, underneath the seven of spades result, he had a five of hearts. Five of hearts is a travel card, traveling from the home, or a relationship change. So, you know, dying could be transitioning from the home and moving into a different energy source. His 10 of diamonds, look, he had a six of spades, health karma for the whole 7 years. Big challenge. I mean, tough to have that in that position. Now, he had eights and tens, like, that look okay. He had a nine of spades down here, though, not wonderful. That's like an endings of lifestyle. Five of hearts, so being challenged by major changes during this time, changes in relationships, but like resulting in social success or like social charm or magnetism. He got a five of clubs here, though, again. I mean, the news of his death seems pretty positive. Like, people think, you know, pretty good of him, or highly of him at least, or it hasn't been too negative. So, stuff to keep in mind. He also had a nine of clubs in his environment, so endings would be easier under this influence. Letting go of outdated thinking or his thoughts or attachment to ideas would be easier during this time because it is his environment. It's supportive of letting go, moving on, ending things. So that's his 7-year spread. When I go to his yearly spread, he was in his Uranus period. So that seven of spades is popping up again. Also look at his karma, like look at stuff for the year too. He has a ace of spades and Jupiter. So ace of spades is death and rebirth. That could mean like a death is like beneficial for him this year. Also means like starting a new job, or like secrets could be expansive and helpful, but you know, knowing a little context. He has the ace of spades underneath here, seven of spades underneath here. But he was in a seven of spades period in his card in his Uranus period. Seven of clubs result. You know, that's a difficult result club card, meaning that you have to let go of like self-defeating patterns. You have to let go of being attached to stuff. Just let go, really. And you have to kind of be more spiritual and take a more higher wisdom approach in your life. His decadent Ace of Spades, Seven of Clubs. He could have been like super negative in his thinking regarding, his health. That's not helpful. Anytime you have these sevens here, because the Seven of Clubs has the health karma lifetime of the Seven of Spades. So it's difficult to have there. It could have been surprised, like maybe he just went downhill really fast. His other cards are not that bad, though. You can see here he had the Ace of Spades as an environment card this year in his 10 of Diamonds spread. So you knew that he was going to have like a major beginning in his health or work, an ending and a beginning, so a death and a rebirth. That's really what the Ace of Spades tells us there. I didn't even look at his weekly cards, but we might as well for fun today. So he died yesterday, or did he die on the 10th? Did he die on the 10th? O.J. Simpson. He died on the 10th. Oh, 2 days ago already. He died in his Mercury day. 4 of Spades. Solid home card with a King of Hearts. 8 of Spades. I mean, 8 of Spades, like basically the power to overcome anything. With the 4 of Clubs, satisfaction in the mind, satisfaction at home, protection at home. This, to me, is a successful death for him. 6 of Diamonds and Ace of Clubs. Yeah, I mean, I think that you could look at their... I mean, look, he has a King and a 4, and then he has an 8 and a 4. These are solid cards, and he's even displacing the 10 of Diamonds, right in the middle of it all, getting the attention and the limelight and the news and the media one more time. So, yeah, I think this for him was a successful death, and that's probably how he viewed it. Because the yearly stuff doesn't show, like, yeah, he has the 7 and the Ace and stuff, but, he has solid cards for the year. I mean, with 4s is his long range protection. He had a 5 of Diamonds displacement, so change in residence, change in job, change of making money, but really it's like moving on, expanding, that type of thing. So, and look, he has like a King of Diamonds in his Uranus. He has 2 Queens. You could look at his advanced cards. So, look, 10 of Hearts in his Uranus. That would be like 10 of Hearts is the actor card. They're in the middle of it all again. It's Moon to the 10 of Diamonds, and it's a good card to have. It's social success. It's being the center of attention. It's a party card. OJ liked a good party. 7 of Spades with the King of Diamonds. 8 of Spades, 7 of Clubs, 6 of Hearts. Oh, I mean, so, this 6 of Hearts card is not great. If you do a reading and you see a 6 of Spades, 9 of Spades combination underneath anything, and that's with, like, love karma and stuff, or, like, just, karma maybe at home. It's in his Uranus. That's a kind of a lethal combination. So that's one of those combinations you want to look out for, and just be careful. 6 of Spades is the health karma card of the deck. The karma for the 6 of Spades is the 9 of Spades, which is really tough health karma, but it's also endings of lifestyle, end of life, letting go. So I didn't see this really until now, but yeah, this combination looks pretty bad, and that's not a surprise. Let's see, is there anything else to talk about here? If you guys want a reading, go to my website, cardpsychology.com, and I'll give you a reading. Or feel free to email me as well. If you have like teamwork stuff you want to do, I do relationship counseling. We can do the connections between you and your relationships, or if you're about to get into a relationship, we can see what the compatibility and connections look like. So yeah, feel free to hit me up, and I'll see you on here next time. Thanks.